I talk boxing and MMA like nobody else does. Tune into the FightBig.com podcast show. This is FightBig.com's Rick Deserves podcast.
Uncensored boxing talk for uncensored MMA talk. Tune into the FightBig.com podcast show.
What's up, dudes? I'm back with the podcast. Yes, somebody wrote me during the week. I got like 5 emails in the last 2 weeks. Actually, people are listening. I'm shocked. I fell off on the podcast. Shout outs to you on YouTube.
FightBig.com.
Whoa, so we had the Cotto and Margarito situation go down. By the way, it's Thursday. I'm broadcasting live out of my lair here in New York. Yeah. What's up, world? This is the official podcast of FightBig.com. Do I have to say that? I might as well say it's the official podcast of YouTube. FightBig.com is my thing. You know, I do everything myself, except when I walk through the city. I'm going to try to editorialize myself during this whole thing, because I think sitting in front of a screen talking is just boring to people. That's why I started a new format, a new show, the Fight Big Show. I produce everything myself. Real quick, I'm going to get into Cotto Margarito real quick. I just want to get this out of the way. Some friends of mine, people have been watching. The first show was cool because it got, boom, 500 hits. I was shocked, actually. I thought it would get like 200 in a week. I was like, wow, cool. I'm going to continue this. That was my pilot. So anyway, people don't believe me. I want to show you dudes. I'm shooting all of this on this. Check this out, guys. This is a camera. It's a Sony Cybershot. It's meant for just taking pictures, really. It shoots in what's called fine. It's not even HD, it's fine, but I render it out in HD. I edit it all, Final Cut Pro. I do everything myself. So I'm shooting the whole show on this, and sometimes I'll take a dude with me, a good friend of mine, to get those shots, like for the intro. But most of the time, I'll be carrying this and I'll be doing this. It's a hobby. I do everything myself. So it's amazing, I think, to shoot something like that. And just, I add a lot of filters, make it look cool, and I will be upgrading my camera soon. So the show's production will go up a little bit. But yeah, give me your thoughts. Comment. Let me know. Like, Rick, I'd like to see you over here. I know a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, I'll go interview like Freddie Roach and stuff. I don't have access to those people. I'm in New York. I'm in the East Coast. And I'm crazy enough to go knock on a gym door and do that. And I like to say this is like more entertainment. It's you know, I'm no reporter. Come on. Dude's a little more than 24 hours away. We got December 10th, Amir King Kong versus Lamont Peterson out in DC. Peterson's backyard. Whoa, he's got some balls going in there. Like, he's gonna fight Khan in his backyard. Wow. Okay, Amir Khan is 26 big wins, 18 big KOs, 1 loss to Bradis Prescott. He redeemed himself versus Marcos Maidana. Incidentally, I'm a big Marcos Maidana fan. I predicted that fight right. I said Khan would outbox him. And Lamont Peterson is going to be 29 wins, 15 KOs. Doesn't have the punching power, by the way, and he's got 1 loss. Peterson lost to Timothy Bradley. Dude's a little more than 24 hours away. We got December 10th, Amir King Kong versus Lamont Peterson out in DC. Peterson's backyard. Whoa, he's got some... Dude's a little more than 24 hours away. We got December 10th, Amir King Kong versus Lamont Peterson out in DC. Peterson's backyard. Whoa, he's got some balls going in there. Like, he's gonna fight Khan in his backyard. Wow. Okay, Amir Khan is 26 big wins, 18 big KOs, 1 loss to Bradis Prescott. He redeemed himself versus Marcos Maidana. Incidentally, I'm a big Marcos Maidana fan. I predicted that fight right. I said Khan would outbox him. And Lamont Peterson is going to be 29 wins, 15 KOs. Doesn't have the punching power, by the way, and he's got 1 loss. Peterson lost to Timothy Bradley, if you remember that fight. Timothy Bradley is just like way too much for him. I think that going into this fight, King Kong is just looking great. He's coming in white hot. He's a little taller. He's 1 inch taller. I think he's faster. Kong is faster than Peterson. It was a draw. Victor Ortiz and Lamont Peterson had a draw. So how could I eliminate the fact that Khan is going to not win this fight? Did that make any sense? I don't think so. I'm distracted, dudes. I'm sorry. It's late. I just had to, like, You see I got different clothing on. I had to go back and be like, what am I doing? There's a big fight coming up Saturday. I just lost track of everything here. Amir Khan's going to tear him up. I got to say, if he goes to the body early, it could be a short night. I think it's going to be a KO. I'm going to go TKO, KO, Amir Khan, 9th round. He's going to stop him. Titles don't matter to me anymore. The real boxing fan, the hell with the titles. We all know who's the top of the kingpin elites, and we know who's going to be the man after the fights. But yeah, so that's my prediction, guys. Amir Khan's going to take it in 9 rounds. Within 9 rounds, he should stop Peterson. Peterson doesn't like to get hit, and he's going to get hit a lot in this fight. I wouldn't even be surprised if Lamont Peterson quits. You know, one of those things like he's really hurt and he doesn't like argue with the ref. He's just going to want out of it. And this is going to be a good night for him. This is going to be the fight where Lamont Peterson's dominated and he's going to get beat again. And Amir Khan, he's going to bring it home again. He's going to get another big win for Freddie Roach, because you know Freddie Roach is his trainer. So we'll see what happens. I'm stoked about that. This weekend, December 10th, HBO Championship Boxing. That's right, because I can't afford another damn pay-per-view. Let's talk about Cotto Margarito. Go to the tape. I ran around New York City. Go to the show. Cotto Margarito. I'm out in the garden. And it's crazy. I got the Marquez Pacquiao thing right, you know, but a lot of people thought that was wrong because of a lot of people thought Pacquiao lost. You know, look, I respect everybody. I try to do this as I'm an honest guy. I'm a huge Pacquiao fan and a Marquez fan. I don't like diluting myself with like obsession with like a fight, even if I love the fighter, you know. So I respect people that thought Marquez won. You know, I just thought he didn't do enough, and a lot of the ringside experts, some of you guys pointed out, predicted that Pacquiao would blow him out, and I went into all that already. But let's go to the Cotto thing. When you add cheating, that's why I opened up in front of Madison Square Garden, the last Fight Big show, well, the one before the UFC one I just put out. But I opened up with saying, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm honest. I'm like, I don't know who's going to win this fight because Margarito, like, probably cheated. So when that happens, you ruin my whole foundation of predicting fights. I didn't even want to predict it, and I tried, and I was wrong. A lot of people took me out, like, my friends, oh, Rick, you know, it's okay. You were right. The eye exploded. It got stopped before Margarito could take him out in the 12. I was wrong. I'm going to leave it at that. Cotto is the better fighter, like I said. He outboxed him, and he busted his butt. He did what he had to do, and wow, I was so happy, really. Cotto's a gentleman. He's great for the fight game. He is. I don't think he's an elite fighter. A lot of you people might disagree with me. I never thought Cotto was like Floyd Mayweather skills. That's why I predicted Cotto would lose to Pac. He's just right under there. He's like B+. And he's a great boxer, and he's a better boxer than Margarito, like I said, going into that fight. But I really had no idea who was going to win. I just guessed because of the raps. And tomorrow, if it comes out, if that happened again, like with Floyd Mayweather, this is all hypothetical, of course. It's never going to happen. Had raps, and then he goes into a fight with Pac, my prediction would be worthless. Because once you introduce the cheating factor, I'm worthless. I don't know what the heck is gonna happen. Okay, I got my notes. I got my paperwork in front of me. These podcasts, I try to get right through them because you only got a certain amount of time when I upload them to my website, fightbig.com. Check it out. Anyway, congratulations to Cotto. We got Andre Ward coming up. Andre Ward versus Carl Froch. So I'm going to give my prediction on this fight. It's the WBC Super Middleweight title and the WBA Super World Super Middleweight title. And you know Andre Ward, he's undefeated. He's 24 big wins, 0 losses, all right? He's got 13 KOs, so the power, I think, is showing up as he gets more mature as a fighter in the ring in these big fights. He's starting to hurt guys more, stabbing his punches. So, Andre Ward's going to this fight with Carl Froch, and this is going to be on Showtime, right, from Atlantic City. So this is for the super middleweight championship, as you know, like I just said. So Carl Froch, you've been watching him. I look at his record, and he's got this one loss, and who he lost to was Mikael Kessler. Mikael lost to Ward, as you know, and I got to tell you guys, Froch has 28 wins, 20 KOs, got power, but who is he fighting? He's got one loss. That loss we just mentioned. He's got a bunch of guys that I'm not familiar with. I'm actually looking at his record, starting off early. So the power, I don't know, maybe it's there. He's got power if you stand in front of him. But I'm going to break it down real quick. My prediction on this fight is it's going to be a nice fight. It's going to be very interesting. I love the sweet science. It's not going to be a quick knockout. Andre Ward takes his time with breaking people down. He's a great fighter. And Froch is a really good fighter if you stand in front of him. You know, he went to he beat Glenn Johnson 12 rounds, an older Glenn Johnson's unanimous decision against Abraham, and you know Ward did the same thing. He beat Abraham. So this is the Super 6 final, right? It's going to be over after this. Both of these guys, you know, they did their jobs. Carl Froch took out Glenn, you know, he did the Glenn Johnson thing, and I'm going to just go right into it, and I'm going to say Andre Ward's going to break him down. Andre Ward is really good because what he does is he adapts to someone's style. Every fight I see this guy in, he adapts to the style. He'll stand flat-footed, whereas he'll box with someone else. He'll stand in front of you and break you down. He does it all. From what I've seen, I got to go with Andre Ward, unanimous decision. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be right here on the East Coast, right? Atlantic City. Sorry about that. My phone's blowing up. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a real good fight. Another thing, Carl Froch is age 34. Andre Ward isn't that old yet. You know, these guys are getting older. Andre's only 27. So the further this fight goes, I favor Andre Ward. And yeah, age has a lot to do with these things. Even though we're in 2011, going into almost 2012, and people are living longer, and a lot of these fighters look awesome when they're in their mid-30s, like Juan Manuel Marquez. And I'm still proud of that, though. I knew that would be a decision because there's no way Pac's going to go blow Marquez out when Floyd didn't do it. So, yeah, you guys should take notes. You boxing experts, come to my channel and get some real feedback and then take my predictions because I'm a lot more accurate than a lot of these big experts from what I've seen. I watch what these guys are doing. I know one thing, I'm more on point than Teddy Atlas, but who isn't? Love his knowledge of boxing, love his work. But when he doesn't hate on Pacquiao, by the way. Anyway, so I'm looking at my notes. I got a big fight that we got to see. Andre Berto versus Victor Ortiz too. I mean, who's not gonna love that? A lot of you dudes are like, yeah, what's up, man? At fightbig.com at gmail.com. Dude's like, yo, you know, you fell off with the podcast, you fell off, and you know, I used to do boxing shows back in the day in college on the radio out here in New York. I used to go into all the boroughs, and sometimes we get like 5 calls a night. So I'm like, who's listening really? I thought about it, like realistically, this is like like YouTube channel and all that. So I'm like, who's really listening out there? I'm doing interviews. I got interviews. I've done interviews with Jimmy Lennon Jr., legendary cut man Al Gavin before he passed away, Mills Lane, stuff, people like that, Bobby Ches. So I'm like, who's really freaking listening to this stuff? You know what? You have no idea. I passed the show off. People thought they didn't know it was college radio. I could sit here and tell you guys, but it was college radio. But people didn't know that because it was so professional. And you don't tell that, hey, I want to interview you. I'll get press credentials, roll up into places, and all that good stuff. So I got to tell you guys, being on YouTube or the net and having 50 people listening, 50, that's a lot to me. So I'm like, well, I get some like 4 or 5 emails from dudes that are like, yo, where's your podcast? So I'm being listened to. I'm happy because I'm like, wow, I'm doing a hobby here, but people are digging it and people are actually taking the time to write. Like, yo, I'm listening to your stuff. Well, where are you? You fell off. Well, I'm here. I'm not professional. This isn't like a full-time job. So you gotta understand, I'm a busy dude. I'm doing a million other things. All right, dude, so hit me up. Any thoughts, your ideas? I listen, you know, I'm trying. And just give me some feedback on the show. What do you want to see that's like reasonable outside of like trying to get a like Freddie Roach on camera or something? I can't do that. Something reasonable. What do you want to see me do with the camera, you know, around New York? What do you want to hear? What do you want to see for the boxing show? All right, guys. I'll talk to you all soon. I'll be back, of course, you know it. And I hope you all have a great holiday season and you eat right and you exercise and don't judge a book by its cover. I don't smoke weed. I rarely drink. I'm just straight into health and fitness. Look, bam, it's tight, ripped up cutout. I'm in pretty good shape. I run, I train, I try to do the fighter workout. All right, guys, I'll talk to you all soon. Be healthy, stay healthy. Hit me up with comments, please. Peace.
For uncensored boxing talk,